These are stocks you must have in your portfolio. Imagine a world where a computer chip maker leapfrogs Apple and Microsoft in value. Well, that world just became reality. This week, Nvidia broke records, briefly hitting a $4 trillion market cap and shaking up everything we know about tech's big players. This isn't just a headline, it's a signal. AI infrastructure is now the engine driving global markets. If you're an investor, you can't afford to look away. Let's break down why Nvidia's rocket ship ascent matters, and what it means for your portfolio. Just a year ago, Nvidia was celebrating a $1 trillion valuation. Fast forward 12 months and it's flirting with $4 trillion, dominating about 90% of the global AI chip market. If you've used ChatGPT or Google Gemini, Nvidia's hardware was almost certainly under the hood. Q1 2025 revenue, over $44 billion, up nearly 70% from last year, and analysts are forecasting a leap to $5 trillion in value within the next 18 months. But Nvidia isn't alone in this AI race. Microsoft is right on its heels. Now valued at around $3.74 trillion, Microsoft's big play is enterprise AI Azure, Copilot, and their deep partnership with OpenAI. That partnership alone could drive up to 16% of Microsoft's earnings by 2030. There's some turbulence, custom chip delays, layoffs, the works. But if Microsoft nails its AI integration, a $4 trillion valuation is within reach, maybe sooner than you think. So, what are the scenarios? If Nvidia keeps this momentum, $5 trillion by 2026 is on the table, a 25% upside. If Microsoft keeps leveraging OpenAI, $4.5 trillion is doable. But there are risks. US export restrictions could cost Nvidia billions. AMD, Intel, and Chinese challengers like DeepSeek are circling. And with both companies trading at high price-earnings ratios, any sign of a slowdown could spark a painful correction. Let's put it in perspective. These two titans now make up about 20% of the S&P 500's value. Even if you think you're diversified, odds are you're exposed. And it's not just about hype. They're building the core infrastructure for the next generation of AI, from corporate giants to your smartphone. So what's the play? Nvidia's historic rise and Microsoft's AI bets mark a once-in-a-generation pivot in tech. You can ride the AI rally, but don't ignore the competition, valuation risks, or shifting regulations. If you're tracking these giants, or just want to position your portfolio for the AI age, hit subscribe for the latest insights. This is just the beginning.